Hey YouTube, quick video about some mods I made to my Humminbird ICE 55. And I love this unit. My first flasher was a Markham M1. And I actually broke that. It was kind of my fault. I took it back to the good people at Frank's Great Outdoors here in mid-Michigan. And they let me upgrade to the size 55. And I have nothing bad to say about Markham. They're great. And as a matter of fact, this is a tribute to them. This has been doing great for me, so I have no reason to switch. Like I said, I'm not knocking Markham. And there was a couple things that I loved about the Markham that I hated about the Humminbird. And I'll show you now what I did. Anyway, so I didn't like the float. I know most flashers are floats. You know, Markham's the only one that has that Markham arm. But I really liked it over the Humminbird design. So what I did was, you can buy these arms separately and the stoppers. And there's a place right in the Humminbird where you can mount it. There's a bolt that you can, it's actually on this little arm where you wrap around the transducer cable and line, and you can mount this arm right on there. So here it is. That's the Markham arm. It's the exact same one that's on all the Markhams, and you can actually buy, for the longest time I just used these stoppers that came with a Humminbird. But it didn't really sit on there very well, so I actually bought a Markham stopper. And the funny thing about these is, if you look online, they show how to install them, and they say that there's already a pre-slit part on the stopper, and you pull it apart, put it on there. This didn't have any slit, so I had to cut that slit in there to get it around the transducer line. But that works just like the Markham did. So now I got a Markham arm, and that adjusts perfectly. It tucks back in there. I do have the old float back in there, and I could use that if anything happens. It tucks right back in there between the battery and this transducer arm. So it tucks right in there and doesn't get in the way of anything. And the transducer fits right back into its mount. Just like so. And you're good to go there. And then one of the other things I liked about the Markhams that I hated about the Humminbirds is that Markham, I don't know about the other models, but the Markham had like a quick connect for charging. It had a line with a fuse on it, connected right to the piggybacks on the battery, and your charger just plugged into that. The Humminbird comes with alligator clips, and the silicone protective things on the clips are really super slippery, and it was just a bitch to get those on those battery terminals. At least it was for me. I didn't like it. So what I did, you can see here, I bought these Quick Connect SAS. I think they're ASAS, I don't know, quick connectors. Amazon. They got a little protective cover on here, so when you're not using them, you can do that. So what I did was, I took the Humminbird, and you can, by the way, you can buy a Markham charger with all that wiring and those that lead that hooks onto these, but they're like $35. I didn't want to spend the money on that, and I can solder pretty good. So what I did is this is the Humminbird charger right here. I cut those alligator clips off there, and I soldered on one of these quick connects. And then what I did in here is I took one of these quick connects, the other end, and I soldered on some of these connectors that fits right on the piggybacks that were already on the unit. plug those in. And then I went one step farther and I bought a grommet kit. And that's a 1/2-inch hole. And I took the leads and I put them through there. So now this is outside the whole unit. And those grommets are solid brass, they're never going to rust. And I've got it sticking outside. And actually, you know, these, you buy enough of these and you can, you know, you can use the battery off of this to charge anything too with that. So you can, a USB or whatever, you know, the ideas are endless with that. So I have, I can charge this completely without open up this unit at all. That sticks right in there. And like I said, close that up. I want to charge it. Take these covers off and plug it in. And you can charge it. Good to go. And I can always tuck that back in there if I decide I don't like it. That grommet's not going to hurt anything. Like I said, it's not going to rust. I highly doubt I'm going to get any water or any condensation in there from that grommet hole. And it won't rust. So please like, share, comment. And that's about it. Thank you.